Hi, folks. Hope you're okay. I just want to show you a debate. It's called Epic Debate Over God's Existence. It's on Apologi Studios. I'm just going to play some of that debate. This is a Christian responding. There's three guys on the atheist side, three guys on the Christian.
Would it be reasonable then to say that basically when you're talking about math, there's one right answer?
Yes, most of the time.
Right. Just basic math. We're not talking about Common Core.
Well, I got 4 semesters of calculus, so.
By the way, Bruce, you look way better without your beard.
Like less evil.
I love the beard. You should have kept it. Beards are.
You got a contradiction right there. I'm going to argue that.
Yeah. Going back to my math question, does it follow then reasonably, since there are many wrong answers, one right answer, that there is possibly no right answer to a math question?
Well, that's a great question. Sorry. Well, that's a great question. My first point I would like to make is that the debate tonight is also about the attributes of God, which, if in question, open up all possible gods. So they are all on the table right now in the view of some people. So to answer the next part of your question, it's a bad analogy because mathematics represent an internal truth within itself, because you assume certain axioms and then you work through certain truths from that. It doesn't necessarily tell us things about the world.
Right, but wouldn't you agree that either there is a God or there is no God, or that there are many false gods? I mean, isn't that what we're talking about?
There's either no God, one God, or many gods.
Right. So it doesn't follow then that because there are many gods that it makes more sense that there be no God.
It does follow that because they all are in contradiction with each other.
Quick question, just to kind of work through these. I'll do my best to go quickly, just to answer quickly.
Thank you.
You said that we used Pascal's wager. When?
When did I say it, or when did you?
No, when did we use that argument? We actually hate that argument, and it's terrible.
Oh, okay, good. It was my impression that you used it when appealing to.
Okay, so we didn't in fact make that.
Saving other people from hell, and that is an encouraging way to influence.
Yeah, but that's not Pascal's wager, though. That's not, in fact, not Pascal's wager. Okay, you made the claim it may just be logic just exists. Correct?
Oh, yes.
So if we were to say, from the Christian perspective, God just exists, would you accept that as an atheist?
I wouldn't accept it.
Yes.
But to say
okay,
that
you asked the next question. We got to go fast here, my friend. You said logic may not be absolute. Is it true?
It's possible, yes.
So it's not possible.
No, it's possible.
So it is not possible.
Possibility is not rendered by absolutism.
So possibility is rendered by absolutism.
Possibility is not rendered by absolutism.
It is.
No, just because you have contradictions does not mean that you have to abide by.
So you don't actually believe your claim.
No, I do believe my claim. I gave you plenty of evidence why the claim is perfect.
You mentioned quickly that laws of logic are just conventional.
Yes.
Okay, so if society determines different laws of logic where you can contradict yourself, that would be appropriate for you.
Sorry, say again.
If a society determines by convention that it's perfectly okay and acceptable to contradict yourself, would you accept that?
If logic is a convention, that's entirely possible, yes.
So it's possible for society to say illogical things and contradictions, and that's acceptable by convention.
It would be relative to the community defining what the logical convention is.
So logic can change over time.
Logic can change, yes, over time. And
thank you. So you mentioned that these couple guys came along recently and came up with the transcendental or presuppositional school of thought. Can I ask you if you know when the book of Proverbs was written?
2000 years ago.
I have one question, because we're almost out of time, you don't mind, Jeff. Can I ask you just one question? What evidence would it take to convince you of the God who says you already have enough evidence?
Go ahead, Bruce. 2 minutes.
If we woke up tomorrow and there were 2 moons, and the moon was revolving like tidally locked moon that we have now, and it started revolving, and on the other side it said God in Hebrew.
I think you misunderstood the question, but
What would convince me that a God exists?
No, which evidence would convince you of the God?
Nothing would convince you with that kind of silly argument. What silly response that was. So I want you to go and watch that debate. Go on Apologize Studios epic debate over God's existence. Watch it. I've watched it a while back. It was a great debate. The atheists actually were very good, actually. I really enjoyed it. So go and watch it. Tremendous blessing. All right, take care. God bless.